Establishing battlefield control. Stand by. Incoming transmission.
Welcome back, Commander. In this video, we will be discussing the top 5 best strategies to win games in Red Alert 2 and Yuri's Revenge. But before we start, be sure to click that like button and subscribe for more Red Alert 2 and RTS gaming content. The first strategy we will be discussing is the Repair IFB Rush tactic. This strategy is one of the most well-known amongst players, since this very tactic is used by the AI itself to capture and defeat the player early on in the game. If you have no walls fortifying your construction yard, chances are that your construction yard will be captured by enemy engineers very early in the game, making your strategy and the chance to win the game topple like rocks on a cliff. Using the very same strategy to win against enemy AIs and enemy players early on in the game would prove to be effective if done right. Scouting the enemy's base is an important factor in making this strategy work. Supplementing your primary capture team with tanks acting as decoys or diversion would allow you to sneak your repair IFBs to the enemy base and capture vital enemy structures. When playing against other players, it is much better to place pressure on them by flanking them and using the fog of war in your advantage to sneak your repair IFBs to the enemy's base. Also, take note of the enemy base defenses situated all over the enemy's base, as this would hinder your mission and possibly kill your engineers. The second strategy that we will be tackling is the early siege rush. This tactic is composed of main battle tanks serving as decoy and shield against enemy retaliation, and the siege units that will mow down enemy defenses and buildings. You can also complement this tactic by adding demolition trucks, but what this tactic is all about is rushing to your enemy's base as early as possible, with ample units to execute the strategy. This tactic is recommended to be used by players using a Soviet-affiliated country. The reason why this strategy works is simply because of the pressure you are exerting towards your enemy at such an early stage in the game. Having 4 main battle tanks against enemy armor, 2 flak trucks against aircraft and infantry, and 3 to 4 V3 launchers is enough to defeat the enemy. The downside in this tactic is it leaves your base completely vulnerable, since you are directing all of your resources towards unit production early on in the game. Also, if the enemy is smart enough to scout your base and figure out your intentions, the enemy might send units to destroy your siege units and your main battle force, causing you a heavy blow and redirecting your resources towards defense. The third strategy is the Boomer Rush. This is a pretty simple, yet effective offensive tactic to win the game very early on in the game. In order to use this tactic, you must play in a map with enough sea room for the boomer subs to move quickly towards the enemy's base. Also, player locations in the chosen map must be as near to the water as possible in order to exploit the boomer's missile range to its maximum potential. To execute this strategy, directly build a shipyard and do not build a war factory, since you will need resources to build as many boomer subs as possible and have them move towards the nearby enemy base. Scout the enemy base or use the psychic reveal to have a vision of the enemy base. Once all 3 or more boomer subs are ready, use the waypoint system to systematically destroy their base, starting with their power plants to cut off enemy anti-aircraft defenses, destroy their construction yard, and finally, the enemy production lines, such as the barracks and war factory. The reason why this tactic is effective lies in the boomer sub's dual cruise missiles and its speed against enemy anti-aircraft weapons. The key here is to make sure that 3 or more boomer subs will fire their missiles all at the same time, so the missiles can effectively destroy buildings with ease. The only downside in this tactic is if the enemy senses your tactic and quickly build an anti-naval fleet against your boomer subs. Also, if there are no starting units in your game, this would also pose as a vulnerability, since all your resources are focused in making 3 boomer subs, which cost 2,000 credits each. So make sure to simultaneously build stationary defenses to keep enemies at bay. The fourth strategy is the Lasher Brute combo. This combo is a pretty straightforward tactic especially made for Yuri's faction, and very easy to execute, especially if you start the game with tanks as part of the starting units. The key here is to produce at least 4 to 5 brutes and have 4 to 6 Lasher tanks and send them directly to assault the enemy base. The brutes will serve as the anti-armor and will deal against enemy tanks and infantry, while the Lasher tanks pummel the vital base structures and defenses. While the enemy is occupied by your current assault against their base, have your barracks and war factory produce additional tanks and infantry that will serve as the second wave of attack once your primary force has been overwhelmed by the enemy. This is an effective tactic since you are putting a lot of pressure very early on in the game and you are getting a hold of the current situation in the battlefield. In this way, you are continually harassing the enemy until they are not able to fight back or be completely dominated by your forces. The last strategy is quite difficult to pull off but very rewarding when done right. This is the Suicide Squad combo. This tactic is comprised of 3 or more demolition trucks escorted by 4 or more Rhino tanks. The key here is simple, have your Rhino tanks be the center of attention towards the enemy forces and defenses. Use the fog of war as your advantage to sneak the demolition trucks towards the construction yard and other important buildings, while your tanks are busy attacking enemy forces. Keep in mind that once your demolition trucks has been spotted by the enemy player, it is all over. The reason is pretty obvious, and it would be the enemy player's priority to destroy, since demolition trucks would definitely end the game for them, causing them to lose. That is why it is important that you destroy most of the enemy's mobile forces first, before using your tanks as shield for your demolition trucks. And while the enemy is under fire from your units, use the opportunity to build and produce more units for your next move. I hope that the following tactics will help you win more battles in the battlefield, Commander. For more questions, comments and suggestions, write it down in the comments section below. Also, don't forget to leave a like in this video and subscribe for more Red Alert 2 and RTS related content. See you on the battlefield, Commander. Good luck and Godspeed.